Hi, this is Sarah Marks, one of the librarians here at UMass Lowell. In this video, we're going to do a breakdown of two APA citations, one for books and one for articles. We're going to start with the articles. Understanding what elements go into an APA citation will help you not only create one, but understand what you're looking at in other people's bibliographies, because those become sources you can use. So here we have a simple article for APA style. I want you to see that everything is color-coded in this case solely because I want you to see the different elements individually. We're going to go through things piece by piece. But how a citation is organized indicates what's most important to it. So some styles start with dates, some start with authors, some start with titles. APA starts with the authors, and it does it with last name, comma, first initial, and middle initial, if there is one. The first author is not alphabetical order. You can see by our four authors we have Heyman, Kaplan, Friedman, and Baron Eppel. B should come first alphabetically, but it doesn't. Heyman comes first, and that's because the first author is the one who did the most work, with the last author being typically either the least contributing author or a mentor or expert who has guided them. And I have other videos that explain that a little bit more in depth. But in this case, just remember, your first author is the one that always goes first. Then it's concerned with the date, so the year comes next. Typically, that's all they want, is the year. Even if there's some other indication of month or date of publication, it's really the year that's most important. That's in orange. In light blue is the title of the article. And a lot of people get the title of the article mixed up with the title of the journal or the publication. We call them a journal, but they used to be like magazines. They're two different things. The article is one thing, journal is another. Now here we are in APA citations, and the title of the article is typically done capitalizing the first letter of the first word and everything until a colon or a dash to suggest a subheading or subtitle is included in lowercase. So do you notice something wrong with this one? When you're copying and pasting citations from databases, this is typically going to happen. You're going to lose certain elements like indentations, and you're going to notice little problems. And in this case, every first letter of every word is capitalized. You don't want that. You need to go through and change that if you were going to use this in your paper. The title of the journal, the American Journal of Health Behavior, does get capitalized every word, first letter. That's in purple. In red, that's our volume and our issue. Volume typically is associated with a year, issue, the number within that year. So this is the 5th time in their 40th year they've printed something. Then we have our page range. Doesn't mean that this magazine was massive with over 650 pages. Typically, each issue continues the page number of the previous issue. And finally, in pink, we have a DOI number. This isn't always on there, but this is a unique identifying object number that will always be associated with this article, which you can copy and paste into the web and actually get back to the web page for the article at the journal itself. If your article information doesn't show any DOI number, don't worry about it. You just end with the pages. Now compare that to a book citation. Book citations are far simpler depending on the information in the book. Again, I've color-coded this so you can see your different elements. And again, with yellow, we're beginning with our author. Last name, comma, first initial, and middle initials. Then again, the date, 2006. In purple, I've put the book title. What's next to it, the word Philadelphia, that's the location of the publisher's office. And it's always followed by a colon and then the publisher's name, which is listed here in green. And again, you have to make sure that when you copy this from a database, you indent properly and you confirm that things are capitalized appropriately. Those will be the two biggest problems you face. And that's how you look at an APA citation and understand what you're dealing with.